So what is going on, everyone? Fernando Silva here with another video, and Apple yesterday released iPadOS 14.5 Beta 3, and we got some new features that I do want to share with everybody. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So let's hop right into this one. So I actually took a screenshot of how big the actual file was. So if we look at what Beta 3 gave us, you can see that it was about 480 megabytes. So give yourself, an entire gig of extra space to make sure you have enough room to install this actual update. So overall, iPadOS Beta 3, about half a gigabyte. So give yourself one whole gigabyte to actually get that done. And then if we go into the settings and check out the actual build number, we'll see how close we're getting to the actual final release. So if we go into 14.5, I'll bring this up and show you guys that we're on 14.5 and it's 18E5164H. So we're going down little by little, and I think by the end of March is when we're going to start to see the public release of 14.5 for both iOS and iPadOS. Because I do believe we have one more beta, so we'll have Beta 4, RC, the Grandmaster, or Goldmaster, whichever one that stands for, and then we'll be good to go for the public beta. But in terms of new features, there's one that actually really stood out to me, and it's all within the Find My application. So the first thing that you do notice is, if I go into my images, you do get a new splash screen. So you get support for non-Apple accessories or Apple products to Find My, locate your backpack, luggage, headphones, and other items. So you get improved notifications, and then the Find My network. So locate your devices on a map, even where they're not connected to Wi-Fi or cellular. So that's very cool, and I love this new little splash screen because it allows you to know that you're going to be able to use more than just AirTags, right? You can probably put into tiles, so if you have a whole tile ecosystem, you might be able to throw these in here, so that's awesome to have. But then if we get out of there and go to the actual Find My application, so go to Find My, if I go on here, you see that there is now a new tab down here. So if I bring this up, in Beta 2, we did not have this little items tab right here. So it used to be just people, devices, and me, but now we have, like I said, this new items tab, and if we swipe up, you get this new little add item button, and if we swipe up again, you now get to keep track of your everyday items, add accessories for other items that are compatible with Find My, and they appear here. The only weird thing about it is that, yes, now we have this option right here with 14.5 Beta 3, but for instance, if I press on this Learn More button, this page you're looking for cannot be found. So that doesn't exist yet. And then when you try to add an item, it just stays searching for a very long time because there's nothing out there that's being searched for, I guess, right? Because there isn't anything that Apple's really done yet. They just kind of are getting the software ready to go for their AirTags. And then if I do identify find item, again, it just still stays there searching for items, which again, it's just kind of foreshadowing what Apple's going to be doing, hopefully with these AirTags that are releasing in the middle towards the end of this month with that new iPad Pro. But that is what you get from a Find My standpoint, and I'm going to love that feature, especially because I know that Apple's going to implement it just a little bit better than how Tile did. Because Tile, people buy Tile expecting it to be almost like a GPS tracker situation, but it's really not, right? So I'm hoping AirTag gives you a little bit more of that functionality. But aside from that, I haven't seen many changes at all. So far, I've only had it for a couple hours, so if we want to check on the battery life and kind of see how it did with not only 14.5 Beta 2, but now how it's doing currently. So if I check the battery life, and if we go over the last 24 hours here, you can see that there was a big dip, but about 5 hours and 22 seconds of screen on time. And this is actually before we updated. And then right when we were charging is when the update started. So I don't have much data from a battery standpoint to let you know how good it is, and if you should update to Beta 3. But you can see that I'm averaging about 5 hours and 34 minutes of screen on time, and that was with Beta 2. So I do recommend going to Beta 2 if you haven't, or if you're on it, stay on there. And then, give me a few days to test everything out, and then I'll be able to recommend Beta 3 to anybody who's thinking about doing it from a public beta perspective. Because I want to be able to stay as up to date as possible and see what Apple is doing from an update perspective. But like I said, that's pretty much going to do it. You just have to Find My feature. But let's get out of this view and go to the normal view. So that's pretty much going to do it for this video, everybody. Like we saw, it looks like we're going to get AirTags sooner than expected, or finally going to get those AirTags, because Apple is foreshadowing that with a new little items tab, and then being able to add different items through that, Find My application. So that's awesome to have, and I've been waiting for AirTags to come out because I do think that AirTags, the implementation of AirTags is going to be so much better than things like Tile. And I think Apple has figured out, because Apple would not be making these AirTags unless they could be better than the competition and really bring it into that ecosystem. So I really feel like having AirTags instead of maybe like the Tile system within Find My is going to be awesome to have. But like I said, that's going to do for this video. If you guys enjoyed, leave a comment below. Don't forget to check out channel sponsor Paperlike and always keep that screen protected. But until next time, everybody, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.